There we go. Hi. What's going on? My cat's meowing. She shouldn't be meowing. I just fed her and gave her water. That's all cats need. Alright, we're hopping right into it. This is going to be more Japanese Grand Finals commentary. I just clicked the next Grand Finals that I haven't watched yet, and we just went. I'm thinking of adding, changing the overlay just so you guys can't see the very bottom of the YouTube video. That way, when I move the progress bar, you guys don't get, like, the amount of time that's gone by spoiled for you. Only me. That way, like, I can be like, wow, who would have guessed they were about to get 3-0'd? But that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we have another brush this week, and we have an interesting, like, not triple backline comp, but, like, this kind of, like, triple trying to be backline, midline comp, versus an ink brush. And then we have a rapid, a heavy, and a mini on the other team, so this is looking pretty interesting so far. So right off the bat, we didn't really get to see that much, because we kind of got most of our eyes on this ink brush here, who looks like he's not going to quite get this kill on the Explosion. He's in a little bit of danger. He's taking damage from the Ink Storm. So Explosion's still alive there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. The Heavy is in pursuit, and I think he jumped out. So far, the camera angle has not been nice to us, but I'm sure it was impressive, guys. Alright, and now we see the retake. So let's see how this this primarily backline comp can retake. Apparently pretty easily, just Explosion on zone. That bubble didn't even need to do any work before the penalty was gotten. So this might be one of those games where the blue team can outslay and yellow team just can take zone over and over again. That seems to be a trend that we've been seeing in Japanese high-level tournaments as of late in Splat Zones. It's like you have two ways to approach the game. You either have the we're good at Splatoon, so we're going to outslay you approach, or you have the we're going to take zone over and over again and go a collective -20 and it's going to work approach. Which, I don't know why I still sound like I'm making jokes, because I'm dead serious about that. That is definitely one of the ways that Japanese teams have been very successful in Splat Zones lately. Playing objective, believe it or not, is not a meme. And it tends to work out. But so far, it's not really working out for yellow team. Blue's been kind of consistently holding zone, and like let's see, we're gonna have a penalty here, and we'll see how long they're able to hold it. Right? So we have the Explasher kind of in position. He is forced to kind of go after these torpedoes, but for the most part, it seems okay. And then the Stingray goes off, which has been a problem so far for yellow. Baller in zone. Inkbrush has already painted most of this, and that's just going to take zone. The Inkbrush by himself is able to actually take zone in a lot of these situations, so that is actually a little bit surprising. I think that the Inkbrush would have a little bit of trouble. One backline, shame on you, two backline, shame on me kind of thing for the Inkbrush. It kind of has trouble when it just can't do anything or go anywhere, but it doesn't seem to be the case for this Inkbrush. Maybe it's the map, maybe it's just the Inkbrush, maybe I just don't really understand the matchup that well, but it seems like the Inkbrush is basically able to approach and just slowly paint. Once it gets close enough to zone, it's going to have Baller anyway. Despite the fact that it has, 2.5 backline weapons-ish. Kind of keeping in control. That all being said, during that, yellow team did get the lead, so we'll see if their ability to constantly put penalties on the zone ends up winning them the game, which is the trend, right? That's what we've been seeing. You see the team that they can have trouble slaying. They finally get enough control of the zone once, and that's all they need to just keep getting penalties, but it doesn't look like it. Yellow team just got completely outslayed right now. This mini really can't do anything about zone. Yep, gets taken out. Now we have some split spawns going on for yellow team. I think he actually should have jumped out. But whatever the hindsight, and yellow basically has one more opportunity to try to take this zone from blue. They're going to do the thing that we have the Explasher and the Tent Shield in zone. No bubbles this time. The Stingray doesn't get a... Oh, it does get a pick. And then another pick afterwards. So yeah, that's basically going to be it without the ability to take zone right there. Not happening. Nope, not at all. And yeah, interesting game one. That had the makings for something that was kind of par for the course with, the matchup, the Slayers versus the objective players, or the objective players kind of getting outslayed, but once they get zone, they basically can keep it. And my webcam, not my webcam, my microphone is in the shot. But yeah. So that was almost one of those situations where, the team that was just playing objective really hard ended up winning. But blue was basically able to deny the one clutch. They were able to go clutch and deny the one penalty that yellow went to go for, and because they didn't get that penalty, which is kind of like integral to the whole play objective in zones strategy, didn't work out for them. So I thought I was loading up to the next game. Apparently I'm dumb. There we go. Alright, so here we go with some skipper. Just click that so I can use the arrow keys if need be. Probably not though, I gotta go to work. Alright, oh cool, so we got a Soda Slosher going on. A more kind of standard comp coming out of blue this time. Let's see how much that Soda Slosher ends up working out. So I think there was a Zinc Mini Splatling last game, but kind of under my radar. What? I can't see what you're saying, because my chat is over to the side. But no, this is the Japanese tournament. This is grand finals of a tournament that happened about 2 weeks ago. I'm going to be doing a lot of commentary on the channel because I'm going to be primarily casting at Smash and Splash, so I want to have a little bit of practice as far as that goes. Right now, opening scramble does go in Blue's favor. Yellow gets the zone and Blue gets the kills, kind of definitely along with the trend that we've seen so far. Undercover gets taken out. Both teams kind of respawning, moving back towards zone. Blue's going to get there first. Yellow's going to be able to come right here from the left. We see one special ready. We see everyone respawning. The Soda Slosh is close to the Burst Rush. This is going to be our first time seeing a Burst Rush in this set. We'll see how that ends up working out. So the Ink Storm goes off. The Soda Slosh are not quite yet in position, though. Let's see, he's using the Bomb Rush to take out someone on the left side of your screen, and now he is using it on zone. So pretty good use of Burst Rush right there, get a kill. And as long as they get zone here, they get zone, but the Stingray going off might actually put an end to it early. That would be really bad for Yellow. No, they do get the penalty. Stingray's probably going to get this kill on the ballpoint. No, ballpoint survives, so this is actually pretty big. This is a 4v3 situation. Blue team has been showing dominance so far. And they're going to be able to go ahead and push up, and Armor goes off to make sure to stay safe. One person gets taken out up north, though. And we'll see if Yellow's actually able to hold this off. They're going to need some kind of pick, but no, the Heavy is going to beat the ballpoint in this kind of this extended 1v1, and Blue's going to take zone right away. So Blue has just been doing a very good job at getting picks. I mean, basically this entire set so far, Yellow's they've been playing objective, and they've been getting the penalties, but with the amount of kills that Blue's been getting on them, especially with the Stingray and just the group up, it's been really difficult for Yellow to actually take advantage of those penalties because they've only been able to get the lead once and they just got outslayed so hard afterwards that it didn't work out for them. Alright, once again, they get the penalty, missiles go off, there's a trade somewhere off screen. This person definitely going to get taken out by this Mini. Another one in zone. Needs to be approached. There's two Splatlings right now, so they should be able to push up pretty fine. I know there's a Slosher somewhere. And as long as this Mini has backup, it'll be fine. Yes, he does. He has some people over there coming from his base. And the Mini's actually just going to back up. He sees that one of them was taken out. He's not going to, throw his body at that. And just try to hold zone long enough for his teammates to respawn. Now we see the Baller going off right now. We see a Kent's Undercover and a Stingray. So this is probably going to be a zone take for Blue. And man, that is just so brutal, man. You have a Baller, a Torpedo, and a Stingray coming at you. It's like all these things that you really can't directly stop. At least not all at the same time. There's ways to avoid them all. You can tame the Baller, etc. But gosh, that's just such a brute force way to push, man. Nice couple of the ballpoint here. Does get taken out by the Brella, but that's going to be a 3v1 situation for Yellow. They're going to be able to take zone, and really the difference in score is not that big right now. So if Yellow can actually hold and just find a way to outplay that crazy brute force ability for Blue to take back the map, I think they're going to be in good shape. See how it works. Yep, some members of Blue force to jump out. That's really good for Yellow. Armor goes off to make this safe. Stingray goes off, but there is an armor. The missiles really don't seem to do much as far as taking zone. That's going to be lead for Yellow. We have the Baller going into zone. We have the Heavy trying to push up. It's a 1v4 situation. No, I do not see Blue being successful in this push right now. The Heavy being pushed back, but nice clutch pick. Nice double. This could turn it around. Ballpoint ends up taking out that Heavy, but now there's only two Yellow members in zone. There's plenty of time left. If this gets stopped by these members up top, that'll be the game. But no, that Ink Storm, that Splatling kind of controlling zone right there is going to take it. And I'm going to move chat so I can read what you're saying. That seems to be the play. Still can't see what you're saying, because chat refreshed when I did that, but it'll be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and skip ahead to the next match. So it's 1-1 right now. Is this like a 2 out of 3? I don't know. If it is, it'll be good for my ability to get to work on time. Alrighty, so Wahoo, comps that we would expect out of both of these teams. I'm pretty interested in Blue's comp right now. Kensa Rapid is something that I think is definitely underrepresented. And it's pretty good, so being able to see it is really nice Right now, we once again have the early take from yellow. Not the early slay count from blue, though. It looks like we wound up with a trade. Some missiles going down, and this is actually going to be yellow's first time really coming off of the beginning of the game with some sort of advantage. We haven't seen that yet in the set. Stingray, however, is going to get a kill, as it has been. These Stingrays have just been absolutely clutch, man. I think that this set would be completely different if these Stingrays weren't doing everything that they're doing. But I guess at this high levels of play, everybody has to just play out of their mind every single time, or else you're not going to be able to win. Yellow right now, almost down to the halfway point. We're getting kind of close to that 45-second mark, and man, blue can't do anything right now. The Stingray did get a kill, but blue hasn't really been able to come ahead in kills. The Stingray going off right now. No one able to help this mini. Oh, no, we have some help. The Rapid able to help effectively trade. Splatling gets taken out. The zone timer still going down, though. And blue is finally able to stop the zone at 30 points. Alright, we have a Slosher one-on-one here. The Baller is going to claim a kill. And the Slosher is going to be able to push up on the Splatling, and the Ray is once again going to be able to finish the kill. So this is really good for blue team. It's a 3v2 situation. Yellow is really not in any kind of position to take the zone, and they're really close to getting the lead. So if they're able to just kind of keep it up and slay, get another Stingray, well, not quite. They're going to have a Baller and a Missile for the defense, while we're going to expect to see missiles and probably a Baller for the offense too. So two of the same specials should be coming out of both teams right now. What do we see first? Missiles going off on both sides, the Baller going off. This Rapid actually doesn't have his Baller yet, so he's forced to back up. They have the lead, though, so a zone take right now isn't the worst thing in the world. All they gotta be able to do is outslay afterwards. The Rapid is trying to put on that pressure. He has the Baller now late, so they were able to defend without him using that Baller, and here comes the Baller. So there is armor involved right now. His Baller's almost shredded. This actually might not be the most successful use of Baller ever. No, it's not. He kind of got focused by a lot of people. Got taken out. The Stingray is going off right now, but it doesn't quite have the backup it needs. Oh, I guess it does. So yellow member is going to go down. Nice teamwork right there to target fire that last person. There's a Splatling alive on the left side of court, but it doesn't seem worth it to go after. It looks like we're just going to grab special as at this point. We have Missile and Baller again. The enemy team is about to have Baller and Missile. The Inkstorm right now going off. We see Armor. The Baller is going to be ready. How is this push going to work out? This might be the last opportunity yellow gets to do something about the zone. And yes, they take it. The Baller's still alive. Going to be putting a lot of pressure on blue. Explodes off screen. Does not get a kill. Looks like some people do eventually drop. And once again, blue is in control. Not that much time. This penalty is really important for yellow, though. I mean, they have this double Splatling comp with an undercover and a Slosher. So unlike blue's comp that has kind of a more slaying ability with that Stingray that's been constantly getting picks, yellow's team really relies on that Slosher Deco to get kills. So if the Slosher Deco is not getting kills, it can kind of be a bad luck, especially when like your comp doesn't really have as crazy specials as blue does. And honestly, if blue ends up winning this game, I think a lot of it will be accredited to that. You know, the fact that yellow is running like the triple backline / support kind of thing, but I think the team isn't as well constructed. You know, they don't really have that brute force ability to just, you know, Stingray, Baller, torpedoes, missiles, like all these things that just force everybody out of the way. It's not really going on, but yellow is able to take the zone right now. They're doing a good job of avoiding that Ray. Baller in zone once again, not able to take it. I think this is going to be the game. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the game. This 3v2 situation. Oh, wait. Baller goes off? No, not enough. Not going to be enough. Hey, what's up, Ice Cactus? How you doing, man? Hello, baby. Want to come say hi to the camera? Because that might have been the last game in the set, and I have to go to work. Yes, I do. She's a good cat. Alrighty. Oh, so I guess the lobby closed at some point. So this makes me think, this is why I don't want to show you guys the progress bar at the bottom, because it makes me think that we know who's going to win. But we'll go ahead and see. So yeah, I think that game really came down to the fact that yellow was able to manage those Stingrays better. You know, they had the armor, which is good. And, you know, that game was kind of going like all the other games were for a while. But we saw in that end game much like how blue had a good end game of, you know, using their Stingray to kill yellow in game 1 to stop them from, you know, playing objective on the zone in a way that was going to get them the win. Yellow was this game able to avoid death to Stingray towards the end of the game to avoid a situation where zone could have been, you know, objective could have been played and it wouldn't have made them lose. So, a good adaptation from yellow. I mean, it's a little bit hard to see it in the team comps because the team comps are a little bit wonky. But if you compare the first game where yellow won to this last game that we just watched where yellow lost in the first game versus this game that we just saw where they won, you can see how they handled the strategy from blue differently in a way that made them win. So good adaptation from them. Right now, this is walleye zone, so this does have potential to end quickly. We'll see what ends up happening right now. Early lead from yellow again. Once again, we only saw that in game 3, and now we're seeing it again in game 4. So this looks like just momentum in yellow's favor. Nice last-ditch effort mini build as well. I think that there's a lot to be said for last-ditch effort mini, but right now we have Ray going off, a lot of yellow members jumping out, and now blue is going to take zone, so now it's their opportunity to hold. Let's see what they're able to do. Blue has a ball already. Yellow has a booyah already. They just armored, but these two members here on the right side of your screen are really stopping yellow from being able to drop down on the right side. And that's going to put a damper on a lot of stuff. Now we have some jump-ins right now. The booyah bomb really doesn't do much. Blue's able to just hold. Okay. Alright, here comes the missiles. Ooh. Man, isn't that the worst feeling ever when you missile and you think that your missiles are about to do work and then just the enemy missiles completely trash you? Because that's just happened to blue right now. Yellow able to take advantage of this. Everybody close to special, but no one quite has it yet. That Stingray's almost ready. These missiles need to be ready soon. Let's see. There they go. 3 missiles out, 1 on the Stingray, so that's going to make the Stingray stop for a moment. And sometimes that's all you need to make the Stingray unable to get the kills, right? Just the 1 missile to stop him in the middle of everything. Just doesn't give enough time to do enough damage that it needs to do. Yellow right now getting the lead. No one really dead right now. Booyah bomb in zone. This one's going to be much more effective. It's going to take zone and stop any sort of penalty. Right here's going to get some kill, going to get revenge killed right away. And this is going to just be a 4 down, full wipe for yellow. This is probably going to be it. My cat wants to play with me. She's scratching my hand. Come here. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Yes, SNS will be streamed, and I will be there. But this looks like a desperation push for blue. They really have no way other to win this game than just run into the zone right now. Heavy forced back up. The mini, yeah, not able to do it, and that is going to be a 3-1 for yellow team. So we definitely saw complete dominance from blue in game 1. We saw dominance in game 2, but yellow was able to kind of clutch it out. And in games 4 and 5, yellow just completely they completely adapted, they completely dominated. They stopped dying to those Stingrays. Basically, blue's comp was very effective at forcing the situation at like getting kills and forcing yellow out of zone. So it's like yellow at first had this like we're gonna take zone type of style of gameplay, and it ended up what is up with the recommendations for these? whatever this guy is using, this guy is using as like what the fuck? Whatever this guy's using for his tags are a little weird, but I can't get away from it. That's all it is. I swear I don't get these recommendations for anything else. Like, yeah, see, it's like Joe Rogan podcast, Pokemon, magic, music, a bunch of science stuff. Like I like a lot of astronomy. Like, I mean, this is gonna be mostly music, cause yeah, but still, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Sorry, this is a little bit of a short one, but I gotta go to work, and my cat wants me to. Yeah, don't you? Gosh darn, you're so cute. But yeah, no, good stuff. Expect a few more of these commentary videos to come out over the next couple days. What I probably am going to end up doing is I'm probably going to end up doing commentary on all these grand finals and stuff, and then we're going to go back and do analysis of like semis and grands and some longer streams on some weekends. I know that it won't quite strike the balance that I wanted to do, whereas like, like I do some commentary, then I do some analysis, then I do some commentary, then I do some analysis. But the problem with that is I'm going to be doing a lot of commentary at Smash and Splash. I want to get into practice. So even though I'm like waking up first thing in the morning and I'm a little bit tired, I want to do a lot of commentary now before Smash and Splash. That way, by the time Smash and Splash comes around, I'm in the right mood for things. So, yep, once again, thanks for watching, guys. This is going up on YouTube today, and I'll see you guys later.